Blake Shelton and Jim Ranger sing Streets of Bakersfield on The Voice finale. Jim Ranger was one of the contestants to beat on NBC's The Voice Season 19. The Arkansas native, who is currently based in Bakersfield, California, developed quite a fan base over the course of the season as he consistently impressed his coach Blake Shelton. The finale had contestants represented from all teams, including Team John Legend and Team Kelly Clarkson, but it ultimately came down to teams Blake and Gwen. Though Gwen Stefani's 15-year-old Carter Rubin ultimately came out on top, Ranger went out with a bang, coming in second place. For one of his performances in the two-part finale, Ranger sang a duet with Blake Shelton to Dwight Yoakam and Buck Owens' Streets of Bakersfield, an ode to his current hometown. Ranger held his own performing with his legendary coach, really bringing the old classic to life. https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=fixjeff1gx2a. He followed that with an incredible original song called Last, which was so good, it sounds like it could be played on country radio today. We have a feeling that it's going to become a regular first dance song at weddings in the new year. The romantic ballad about making a relationship last gives us all the feels. Read more. The Voice crowns a winner for Season 19. Ranger first earned his spot on Team Blake with his rendition of Keith Urban's Blue Ain't Your Color. He impressed in the battle rounds with Kane Brown's Good As You and annihilated the knockouts with Tim McGraw's Humble and Kind. Even during the live performances, his covers of Harry Nilsson's Without You and Joe Cocker's With a Little Help from My Friends showed off his skills as a vocalist. It's no surprise that Ranger grew up to have an incredible voice. He was raised around music. As a small child, he traveled with his parents in an RV as they sang and preached at churches and festivals around the country. Now Ranger is a campus pastor at his father's church. He wanted to prove to his kids that it's never too late to follow your dreams, which is why he went on The Voice to pursue his love of secular music. Considering he was in the top 2 finalists of the entire competition, I think his wife and kids should certainly be extremely proud. On an unforgettable night during The Voice finale, Blake Shelton and Jim Ranger delivered a stunning performance of the classic country song Streets of Bakersfield, leaving an indelible mark on fans and viewers alike. This performance wasn't just a typical duet, it was a collaboration that showcased the deep roots of country music, the unique connection between the two singers, and the significance of Bakersfield's legendary sound in the genre. The setting, it was the final night of The Voice season, where the stakes were at their highest. Fans had been following Jim Ranger's journey closely as he made his way to the finale, each week proving that he wasn't just a contestant, but a force to be reckoned with in country music. Ranger, a worship pastor from Bakersfield, California, had consistently impressed the judges with his raw, soulful voice and his ability to connect deeply with both classic and contemporary country songs. Meanwhile, Blake Shelton, the seasoned coach and country superstar, had been his guide throughout the competition, helping to hone his talent and offering the kind of mentorship only a true veteran of the genre could provide. With the night promising many highlights, the duet between Shelton and Ranger was among the most anticipated. When it was announced that they would be performing Streets of Bakersfield, the excitement grew. This was not just any song, it was a tribute to the Bakersfield sound, a genre-shaping subgenre of country music that rose to prominence in the 1950s and 1960s, made famous by legends like Buck Owens and Merle Haggard. The song, originally recorded by Buck Owens and later reimagined in a duet with Dwight Yoakam, is a celebration of Bakersfield's contribution to country music and the spirit of those who walked its streets. The song choice Streets of Bakersfield is not only a nod to the rich musical heritage of the California city, but also an ode to the working class, to struggle, perseverance, and the pursuit of dreams, all themes that resonate deeply with both Shelton and Ranger. Jim Ranger, being from Bakersfield himself, had a personal connection to the song that made this performance even more special. His life, his career, and his journey on The Voice echoed the song's message of overcoming obstacles and finding one's path. The song's lyrics, "You don't know me, but you don't like me, / you say you care less how I feel, / but how many of you that sit and judge me, / have ever walked the streets of Bakersfield?" speak to the feelings of being misunderstood or overlooked, a sentiment many aspiring artists can relate to, including Ranger. Meanwhile, for Shelton, who has made a career out of championing real country voices, this song was a perfect fit, a reminder of where country music comes from and why it continues to matter. The performance as Shelton and Ranger took the stage, the atmosphere was electric. The stage design reflected the simplicity of the song's roots, with warm amber lights casting a nostalgic glow that evoked the dusty streets of Bakersfield itself. The accompaniment was understated but powerful, with a steel guitar and fiddle providing the traditional backbone of the performance. Shelton strummed his acoustic guitar, while Ranger stood beside him, microphone in hand, ready to pour his heart into the song. From the first notes, it was clear that this performance was something special. Shelton's voice, with its signature rich, baritone drawl, blended seamlessly with Ranger's more soulful, gritty tone. The two singers complemented each other perfectly, creating a harmony that felt authentic and heartfelt. Shelton's experience and polish shone through, but Ranger's raw emotion and personal connection to the song gave the performance an edge that resonated with everyone watching. Ranger's voice was filled with a kind of reverence, almost as if he were channeling the spirit of Bakersfield itself. His phrasing and delivery captured the feeling of walking those streets, of knowing hardship but also hope. When he sang, "I came here looking for something I couldn't find anywhere else," it felt deeply personal, as if he was telling the story not only of the song, but of his own journey on The Voice. Shelton, ever the consummate professional, let Ranger shine throughout the performance, stepping in with his own vocals to add depth and texture without overshadowing his protege. It was a true duet in every sense, with each singer enhancing the other's strengths. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and the mutual respect was palpable. The impact by the time the final notes of the song rang out, the audience was on its feet, giving Shelton and Ranger a well-deserved standing ovation. Social media buzzed with praise for the performance, with many fans commenting on how the duet captured the spirit of country music at its best, simple, heartfelt, and real. For Jim Ranger, the performance was a defining moment in his voice journey, solidifying his place as not just a contestant, but a true artist with a bright future ahead of him. For Blake Shelton, the performance was a reminder of why he continues to be such a beloved figure in the world of country music and on The Voice. His ability to nurture talent, honor the traditions of country music, and deliver unforgettable performances is what has made him a standout coach year after year. The performance of Streets of Bakersfield wasn't just a tribute to a classic song, it was a bridge between the past and the future of country music. Shelton and Ranger reminded viewers of the power of storytelling through song and the importance of remembering where country music came from, even as it continues to evolve. A night to remember as the season finale came to a close, it was clear that this duet would be one of the night's most memorable moments. Shelton and Ranger's performance of Streets of Bakersfield was more than just a showcase of vocal talent. It was a celebration of country music's roots, a nod to the legends who paved the way, and a promise that the future of the genre is in good hands. For Jim Ranger, it was the culmination of an incredible journey, and for Blake Shelton, it was another chapter in his legacy as one of country music's greatest ambassadors. Together, they created a moment that will be remembered by The Voice fans for years to come. And for Blake Shelton, it was another chapter in his legacy as one of country music's greatest ambassadors. Together, they created a moment that will be remembered by The Voice fans for years to come.